All right, we are under 5% of this battery. This is my last battery. I've been through 4 batteries today, but I've been out here working pretty much sun up to sundown here. It's only like 4 o'clock now. There's a time change happened because it's November. It's getting cold. It's Minnesota. I'm sure you guys have seen some memes or heard about weather conditions out here at some point in your life. I did end up getting a household stove out in the garage. I did that last week. So that way I can work out here during the winter. I suppose the S10's behind me here. I've been working on that pretty good lately. Some things I've done is the rust barrier, rust preventative coating. I wire wheeled the entire frame, did a couple coats of that, and then I went with some Rust-Oleum high gloss black. I put it on pretty thick, honestly. I did 2 medium coats of the undercoating and then followed by a wet coat, like a real heavy wet coat, and let that cure up. I do like 1 coat a day, and so that took me like a week and a half to get everything situated, but it turned out actually really nice. It's pretty dirty right now. It's been out here a while. It's been done for a while. Some other things you might notice is that I got the disc breaker end in there, and I got the blazer gas tank behind the axle. The only thing the brakes aren't on is because I got the wrong rotors. I bought all this stuff pre-COVID, or right when it just started, just because I'm like, well, I'll get it now. You never know what's going to happen. And I got the wrong rotors, but trying to return those and exchange them, the price of them went up almost 40 bucks a piece. So I got to split that difference, and it really sucks. But you got to do what you got to do. As far as the motor goes, I will be getting a different intake. I want the RPM air gap that is black powder coated, along with powder coated valve covers that are the tall ones that say Chevrolet on them and they're machined. I think that would look pretty sweet on here with the black and blue look. Otherwise, as far as things have been going, like I got different clutch and pressure plate in there because I was having a really stiff pedal and it just wasn't working before. I did get a hold of Center Force Racing, and I got part numbers for internal slave and external slave. The internal one has been proven. I do have a buddy who's got a 2-barrel 350 with the NV 3500, and he put that clutch and pressure plate in that I recommended, and it works flawlessly. He loves it. So yeah, if you guys have any issues or any questions, just ask away. I'm pretty good at responding, and if I don't know, I'll try asking around, find somebody that does, and so on and so forth like that. I don't know a whole lot when it comes to like LS swaps. I've only done a couple of these small block swaps just because small blocks are cheap. Well, LSs are cheap too. They're everywhere. Aftermarket parts for these are a lot cheaper than LS parts. And as far as electrical goes, you can just cut apart the factory harness on any S10 and make it work. But yeah, part numbers. I did change up the clutch line. I went from a straight on to a 90 for better clearance reasons. So I'm gonna try to wait until I get everything together, tested, and proven before I throw any other part numbers out there in the mix. Otherwise, exhaust, I'm gonna be working on that too. I'm gonna be getting some Black Widow's exhaust here at the end of the month. I'm probably gonna go with something a little more rowdy than what I had in that Blazer. That was just like a Venom 250. I'm thinking I might get like a Neighbor Hater or a Widowmaker or something like that. Or even the Race Venom. I don't know, whichever one's like a 10-inch race bullet. But pretty much I'm gonna be cutting off the collector and extending it down to go underneath the cab. I think that'd be the easiest as far as getting your hands up in here trying to change all this out. If you ever want to drop the exhaust, pull this back out, I think it would just be easier having it down and away a little bit. Put on some V-band clamps and make it so it's a nice tight seal, and go on from there. Otherwise, that's about it. As far as the radiator goes, I'm going to get one made from a radiator shop for this. I'm not going to go with like an eBay one because a lot of those, the prices are just shooting high. And it's frustrating because everything's gone up in price. You're talking gas, food, electric, propane, like literally everything. And it sucks. So I know I did look for the radiator that I bought for the Blazer, and I remember paying, I think it was like 180 bucks or 200 bucks. I went to go reorder it and it jumped to over $1,000. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I can get one made for that. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get one custom made to fit in this core support, and it's gonna be cheaper. Otherwise, I think that's about it. Yeah, I've just been working on stuff. I threw a little teaser in that I got a Mopar when I sold the Blazer. And I did. I got a 67 Dodge Dart, and I bought it on impulse. I didn't really give it a good look over or whatnot. I didn't get underneath it to look, and when I did, the frame was gone. Like, structural frame was gone. The torsion bar cross member was gone. The floors were solid, but where the torsion bar cross member was, it was gone. And the seats were in great shape, but once I sat in them, they ripped apart. The guy said it ran and drove to where it sat. It had no brakes, and I got it up and running, put it in gear, and it just didn't move. Like, it didn't have any line pressure. The fluid looked good. I mean, you jack the back up, it would run through the gears, but as soon as you put any type of load on it or any weight, then it just wouldn't move. So I sent it across the scales, scrapped it out, posted some pictures up on my Dart page. They loved it. They hated it. They actually hate me. But I took that money, bought a 79 Firebird, and then, you know, bought that to flip it. And that's exactly what I did. And I actually ended up coming up with the rest of the money that I originally had in the Dart. So I broke completely even there, and that worked out pretty good. So now I'm just, instead of buying any more projects to try to flip, especially this close to winter, I am focusing more on, you know, getting the things I have the way I want and go that route. Although I have been trying to scout out some motorcycles because, you know, springtime, you know, the prices are going to go high. But otherwise, I'm pretty much going to call it a night here. It's getting dark. So we'll catch you guys later. Bye.